Right, so if you have done everything else and you are on your extension work for your set task, your final set task you're going to hand in, then there's a few extra bits you need to know. You might have looked at extension video 1. Extension video 2 has 3 extra features. So we're going to look at columns, we're going to look at shapes, and we're going to look at page orientation. Okay, they're 3 straightforward things. The first one we'll start with is columns. So if I go to page layout, I have got on here different options, and one of the options I've got is columns, and it lets me split my page into a number of columns. So I can go 2, 3, I could have a small column on the left, one on the right. I've got more options. I'm going to start with 2, and if you notice, this is now, the text I've got in here is now fitted to one size. If I kept going, and I'm just going to type in some random stuff just to show you, when I get to the bottom of this, okay, it goes to the next side. It's the next column. So there's 2 columns. I can change that to 3 columns if I want. I could change that to a tiny column on the left and a big one on the right, a big one on the right and a smaller one on the left, but I've got lots and lots of different options of columns that I can set up. So that's the first thing, is with columns. The second is orientation. So that's the way your page is laid out. So you could have it this way, which is kind of the longer side. It starts on the shorter side and goes down the longer side. That is what we call portrait. But if I click on orientation, I can also change it to landscape, so the other way round. So we can have the long side at the top and it running down the short side with your writing. So you've got 2 options, portrait or landscape. So those are 2 little ways you can change the layout of your page. The final thing that I was talking about was shapes. Now shapes are pretty straightforward. They're like images, but what you can do is click on Insert, Shapes, and choose some shapes to put in. So I might have, I don't know, a star. Can I find a star? Let's have a sunshine. And I can draw that wherever. You don't necessarily need to text wrap these because they automatically start at the front. You can text wrap them. So I could do it as square and it would flow around it, but it automatically starts at the front. And then the other options are very, very similar to shapes. You've got your effects. Okay, you have got your different colors that you can use. You've got a set color layout. You can choose your color, you can choose your outline, you can change the weight of the outline if you want. You could have it as dashes. Okay, and you can have the effects here, so I could put a glow onto it. I could bevel it. You can do all the sorts of things that you can do with images and with other text. So have a go with that. That's the last 3 things that you need to do and for this unit on the extension work. You've got insert shapes, and you've got page layout, and on your page layout you've got your orientation, and you've got your columns.